Hello, my name's Andrew Flintham. Some 15 years ago now, I decided to make a wildlife recording because I was concerned about noise pollution at the time. So I came up with this recording with the help of another guy called Paddy Shaw. We went out and recorded what's now become Britain's most popular, or possibly the world's most popular, wildlife recording called the Brecklands Dawn Chorus. Now, some people might think that a wildlife recording isn't particularly important, but it does emphasise the point that it's no longer possible to go and make recordings like this because of noise pollution. And I think personally that silence and just listening to the sounds of nature are very important in life, and this is something that we've actually lost. This recording itself has been recorded in a sort of 3D surround sound, and what we've got these days is a problem with not just noise pollution from traffic, electricity substations, hum from electrical cables and things like this, but we've also got digital pollution as well, which is all the different sort of signals going through the ether and things like this, which I believe are interfering in our lives. I think the Brecklands Dawn Chorus is probably one of the only ways that you can actually listen to a recording of nature now without going somewhere really remote. And even then, you're going to have traffic noise in the distance. You could have aircraft, whether military or commercial aircraft, things like this. Even in the remotest parts of Britain, it may seem silent, but if you go and record there, you'll find that on playback that you've actually got some rather peculiar hums, and this is the extraneous noise that you will get. I think there's a great need actually for us to get away from a lot of this and just go and sit somewhere quiet and just listen to nature for whatever reasons, other than it's important just for us to take time out from our very stressful lives that we have these days. I think a lot of people as well, they're not sleeping because you're completely bombarded 24/7 with noise now, so people aren't actually ever relaxing in the way that they should relax. Also, we've got things like, I believe there's an underlying paranoia, although people say they don't care about the surveillance society. I think we all do, because we're all being snooped on, and this is adding to our stressful lives. So we've got all these different aspects now that we didn't have, say, 60 or 70 years ago, when we could just go down to the canal bank and sit there and enjoy a few hours just sort of sitting on our own doing whatever you do. So I think that one of the things that people should be doing is trying to take some time out from their very busy lives. I know it's very difficult for people these days, but we seem to have a problem that we don't know how to relax, and that silence is actually very, very important for our constitution as human beings. And I think that we have to understand what we've done to our planet. And it's not just in the UK here, but it's around the world as well. There are very few places you can go now and get silence. I believe there's even a lot of noise in Antarctica and things if you go there. But the main thing really is that if you want to relax, I think birdsong is one of the best ways to relax. And for instance, on the Brecklands Dawn Chorus here, we have cuckoos, which people have remarked on, and also there's noises of foxes and deer and things like that. And like I say, it's been recorded in a surround sound type of way, which makes it very different to a lot of other recordings, which are mostly edited anyway. The great thing about the Brecklands Dawn Chorus is that it's a pure British dawn chorus, recorded in Norfolk. So it's got all that natural countryside Englishness about it that, like I say, I've tried to make lots of other recordings since then and only been able to get 5 or 10 minutes. So I'm quite upset really that we've actually got to this point in our evolution, as it were, and we're just bombarded with things. I mean, it's driving me crazy. If we were to go out into my garden now, we'd have all sorts of noise coming from the road, from cables and things like this. Maybe we might like to have a little look in the garden and just see if we can monitor a bit of noise, because I'm sure it's like this or worse where you live. Some people are very lucky, they live in quiet places, and the only quietness people seem to get is indoors. But if you've got a family and things, and you've got all sorts of computers going and big widescreen TVs and things like that, then you do have a problem where you're not getting away from noise pollution because you've got all this going on, even if it's kids and stuff like that. So I think it's very, very important for people to take time out, even if it's a few minutes a day, and just lie down in silence somewhere. Even if you can't get to the countryside, just sitting in a quiet room for a bit is going to sort of help loads and de-scramble your brain. I think the sages would call it something like quiet meditation, and that's another field altogether, I think. But I think at the end of the day, people just need to take a few minutes out every day just to go and relax, and also just to sort of chill out more, because there are no shifts in Great Britain anymore, or the UK, as some of you might know this country as, because it's a 24-hour society. And this is my whole bug, really, that we've just engulfed ourselves with all this noise and crap that's going on around us. And I really do think we need to think about what we're doing to ourselves, because I think we've turned ourselves into zombies. So if you want to know more about the Brecklands Dawn Chorus and wildlife itself, you can go to brecklandsdawnchorus.com, or if you want to know about me, Andrew Flintham, you can go to andrewflintham.co.uk, and you can see a few things that I've done. I've done a lot of acting work, and I've been involved in the music and entertainment business since I was 17 or 18 years old. So there's lots of stuff on YouTube you can go to, and that's Andrew Flintham, that's FLINTHAM.co.uk. Thanks very much.